tell yourself. Because there are some of you who love to live in denial by pointing fingers at everyone, like some of you mofos are already doing, asking, where are the state governors? People should go and meet their state governors. And people should go and call their local government chairmen. You olori buruku APC, egbekegbe supporters. The commander-in-chief of the armed forces in Nigeria is Tinubu. The buck stops on his table. And that is why those who are advocating for a regional system continued in their own argument that a regional system with a new constitution that covers people, even within the same contraption like Nigeria, could include self-defense for some of these regions if they choose to and defend themselves. Nobody would need to be calling on the president or calling on this when they can easily defend their own territory from these marauders. But because you'll be so dishonest, as most of you Ronukus are, very, very dishonest people. And also, those of you who are one Nigerianist as well, very, very unfortunately dishonest people. They structured Nigeria, wrote a constitution that the people didn't vote on. People didn't see the content of it until they handed it over to Obasanjo on May 29, 1999. A constitution that wasn't written by people, written by the murderous uniform military men. And they told you they were writing a democratic constitution. How was that a democratic constitution? Where they wrote a unitary system, a unitary constitution that gives one person, the power of God over 200 million people. And that is why you can easily see that rather than have independent, federating units, your states, what do you have? You have an appendage of the center. Everybody goes to the president. Everybody wants his favor. Everybody wants to be his ass licker, sycophant, and the rest of that. Not because it's for the good of their people. No. It's for their own personal benefit. Now, most of the time, to the detriment of their own people. That is not a people's constitution. Because if it was, right, you see all this issue you're having right now, the issue of land, the issue of farm, the issue of security, the issue of all these things, right, they would have been factored in based on your own cultural, tribal, ethnic, religion, whatever it is that is yours as a stakeholder in Nigeria. They would have factored all of that in. The reason why the TV people want to be part of Nigeria may not be the same reason why the Berom people want to be part of Nigeria. The reason why the Yorubas want to be part of Nigeria may never be the same reason why the Igbos want to be part of Nigeria. Everybody's interest has to be covered before you can say you have a union, you have a country. But that's not what you have. Some group of lunatics sponsored by the insiders and the outsiders conspiring to rob generations of their own commonwealth. Cook this whole system together and they told you it's going to work in your favor, and it has never worked in your favor. It has never worked in anybody's favor. So right now, if that had been the case, today, there will be no Fulani terrorist anywhere. There will be no Boko Haram terrorist anywhere. Because those who are sponsoring them to advance this their land grabbing, this their jihad, this their, they have a name for it, this subjugation and others like that, right? They won't have any of such dream because you'll be fighting a whole country within country. Do you understand? Because it will be obvious if the caliphate started sponsoring terrorists to go and invade the Middle Belt region. The Middle Beltans don't need to wait for Abuja. They're not born any bagger Abuja or national soldier to come down to Middle Belt of Nigeria to stop the Middle Beltans from defending themselves against this terrorist. And guess what? If the terrorists themselves are aware that the Middle Beltans are armed to the teeth, they would rather go through Togo before they can go and attack another region in Nigeria. They would rather go through Benin Republic or Cameroon before they can go and attempt to attack any other region, because that's the point. Now, if they now realize that those ones are even like tougher, they will forget about the rest of this Nigeria. They will face up north in their Sahel start fighting themselves over there. But they have already weakened Nigeria by the kind of structure they put in place. They have put all the power of the country at the center in the hand of one man. He could wield it the way he wants. Today, they are telling you that man is depressed. Omotifnubu tweeted and he said he is depressed about the students that were kidnapped in KEBBI. Depressed. Baba President, he depressed. And the problem to Tifnubu said he is depressed hearing the news of the kidnapped students, children, schoolgirls. So, and I'm like, problem to one year. But those who are very much aware said before this attack that took place, the kidnapping of those school children, guess what? They told the military, they told the government, they told everybody the movement of these terrorists all over the place. Nobody listened to them because no one was looking for them. Listen to this conversation on Nigerian Info. It is an online radio phone-in program. Listen to this very well.
Dr. Getso, thank you very much for your time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. What's your immediate reaction to this? What was your immediate reaction to the news of abduction?
Well, my immediate reaction is that I was not surprised for what has happened. And I expect more to happen. I'm not praying for. But the reality on ground is the fact that I have provided some useful information hours before the incident. If those informations were not ignored, if at all it was utilized accordingly, we wouldn't have found ourselves where we are. Because I had a privileged information of presence of these guys around Yauri, Rijau, Sakaba, and Dankosogu. About around 4 to 5 p.m., and I keep tracking their movement through my network around the area, and I have been providing this information to those who are responsible for utilizing it.
Was it after the abduction?
However,
or before the abduction?
At the time when it happens, you cannot tell me that we allow our airspace management to be under the control of the coward criminals. Because it's something we will have managed. When the information sparks, we will have utilized it to use the airstrike to follow up with them through the air, which they don't have control over, and be able to man the situation accordingly. It is internal sabotage and negligence. It is combined irresponsibility and irresponsibleness of the attitude of our security agencies and the inability to hold people accountable and responsible for the responsibilities given. It is obvious that these issues are manageable and these issues are issues that we can manage. We are only neglecting and we are only not doing what we're supposed to do. That is why we are having these issues continually.
Okay. Dr. Getso, your intelligence report and then those who you had, your sources were tracking the movement of these gunmen. And did you get the information before, after the kidnapping?
I got the information more than 6 hours before. And I relayed the information to the right authority more than 5 hours before. Because I had to certify the information before I release it. So I certified it. I got it sometimes around 6 p.m. So between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. a day to the event, I scrutinized the information and I affirmed it, and I relayed it to the right authority. And I know even the communities around have also relayed some information.
Okay.
And like a report says, there are even military formations around the area surrounding. If at all we have barricaded the 5 local government or 6, that is Kontagora, Rijau, Mashegu, Mariga, Sakaba, Dankosogu, Zuru, Fakai, and part of Mo, we could have been able to handle this situation accordingly. Because these guys are moving freely, as free as air, as free as the governor is moving in the government house. Within these areas, or these local government areas I have listed out. And if anybody want to prove me wrong, I can be apprehended. I have my proven record and I have my evidence. And anybody who wants to prove me wrong can get me anytime. I'm ready. Nigeria is our country and we will not continue to keep quiet while our people are being killed like ants. We will not keep quiet. We'll continue to talk and we will continue to generate evidences. Okay. And we are ever ready to continue to provide necessary intelligence and necessary support to security agencies. Okay. As far as they are ready to utilize it or they are not ready to utilize it. Whether they want to use it or they don't want to use it, will not be tied and will not be deterred by any irresponsible, corrupt person
Dr.
to provide those information.
Fantastic.
We consider this as our responsibility
Dr.
as citizen of Nigeria.
Yeah, Dr.
And I am taking the responsibility of generating this information, and I'll continue to generate it, and I'll continue to send it around for the utilization or misuse.
Dr. Getso, who are these gunmen?
Who are what?
The gunmen. What group are they? Who are these gunmen that we're hearing abducted the 25 girls?
Sorry, come again?
Yeah, who are the gunmen? What's their identity? Is it Boko Haram or what?
No. The gunmen are the Fulani militia in conjunction with all the tribes working around the area. Because I still disagree with anybody who is saying that it is the Fulani that are kidnapping. Yes, of course, they can be the kidnappers. But who is creating enabling environment for them? Who have been providing them with necessary information and social needs? Yes, of course, they may be the ones that carrying the arms and ammunition. They may be in control of the arms. They may be the ones who are conducting or killing the people and doing all sort of ABCD. But who has been providing them with the social needs? Are they not a human being? Who has been providing them with the medical support? Who has been providing them with the food? The petrol they are using, who has been providing it to them? Is it the urine of the cows? Those machines they are using, are they cows that are being converted to whatever?
Okay.
The Fulani man who cannot read and write, who don't understand A, B, and C, have the capacity and ability. How did he get the capacity and ability to have taken A, B, C, D and manage AK-47 and other sophisticated ammunitions, and ammunitions?
Right. Okay. So what do you think?
All those things.
Yeah.
It's a combination of those people who are living within the areas where this criminality is taking place.
Okay. You mentioned.
And government knows what it's supposed to do, and the security agencies, if they know their job very well,
what are they supposed
could have
to do?
done it accordingly.
What are they supposed to
do? So there are a lot of rascalities, a lot of irresponsibleness, a lot of negligence.
Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. Sorry for keeping you waiting that long, okay? You called in right
It's okay.
on time,
That was,
so...
No problem. It was necessary. I was listening to everything to
what that man was saying, right? Good.
Yes, I was listening and quite insightful. Thank you for everything that you do.
Those of us who are on this platform, who have been on this platform very regularly, how many times have we actually seen videos of these terrorists who are just like roaming, cycling, left, right, and center, which are very much enough, right, to corroborate what that man was saying, don't you think?
That's right. And I mean, he hasn't even said anything new anyway. So all of this we know. You don't even have to be a security expert to know that Nigerian security architecture is compromised, and everybody serving in the armed forces or police force sent to the war front they're just sitting ducks for the terrorists, because we all know what transpired during the Buhari regime. That we knew that the Minister of Communication and the ICT, Pansami, I mean, they had ample time to create the Nigerian architecture, to have people to relay information. I mean, even a common man would know that you are fighting your enemies, and then you are using. I mean, there's a. I don't know how to put it. I don't know if they were unprofessional. The soldiers
following you because what you just said
I don't know if the soldiers,
what you just said
I don't know if the
right
soldiers
now,
were unprofessional or they are not well properly trained.
Hang on,
Yes?
talking about internal sabotage, where you have saboteurs holding very much crucial public position. Issa Pandemic was Minister of Communication, a self-confessed jihadist, Al-Qaeda sympathizer. Right. We have videos and all of that. And what did they tell us that time? They said everything he said, all those videos of him that we had, right? They said it was at the time that he was young. That was what Bukwari said. Bukwari said he was young that time. Now he's grown now. Now, here, under them, terrorists started using bank POS to collect ransom. They started using phones, right, to communicate with the families of their victims. They started uploading
and
videos.
not one of them, and not one of them has been arrested
by Minister of Communication
till today. So you can see that is a deliberate infiltration of the Nigerian system. It is unfortunate.
There's somewhere I'm going with that too, because now they said a brigadier general was communicating with the military when he missed his
on the WhatsApp, on an unsecured network.
Do you understand? And the moment he said,
I don't understand.
He was alive. Moment after that, he was captured. So people are complaining that Nigerian communication, whatever, has already been compromised, infiltrated. Do you believe that?
Yes, I don't even believe that. As much as we're saying that WhatsApp is a secure network, I don't believe that the U.S. troop, the U.S. Army, or any first-rate military outfit will send their armies out there to go and fight enemies, and then you'll be using an unsecured or a network that you don't have control over. I mean, if the military hierarchies are serious about that they really want to fight this thing, they don't head, at least they monitor people who insult the government online, people who criticize the government online, they track them, DSS will track them and arrest them. But have you not heard online that these terrorists have been incorporated into your army? They've been incorporated into your law enforcement. So you don't think that there will be saboteurs among them. And then the minister if Tinubu meant well, and they say this guy is Mr. Strategic. Mr. Strategic. And you brought in a known sponsor. Come on. We don't have to be a genius to know that it's a known sponsor as your Minister of State for Defense, Minister of Defense. Come on. It's just, for me, I think what Nigerians should be clamoring for right now, and the number one problem of that country right now is the constitution. It is a lame duck constitution. Because that constitution was purposefully designed for a time like this. That is why there's no room for creation of a state police or a state security outfit to protect the people in times like this. There's no
things that should ordinarily be
that's
easier
right
to do.
And so that and any of the Senate or House of Rep member arguing that anybody arguing for constitutional conference is asking for chaos, and that they're crazy. Anybody does not mean well for that, because right now it is very clear that constitution, when it was made for a time like this, because it is a very useless document. It is a useless document. It is not serving the people,
including constitutional
crisis. In fact, it's crazy, because the only thing the people can do right now, even the government have come out, their DSS director, a Yoruba man, has come out to say, defend yourselves. So the only people, if your government is not going to defend you, you have to resort to self-help. America is the greatest country today. It is a shining light, an example of a free world, of how a free country should run and be prosperous.
Mm.
They have to defend themselves against the British colonialists. Nigerians, and defend yourself. You have to take your country back and see. If you wait for any government or you wait for Mr. Trump,
No.
you all will die. All of them will die. Don't wait for Trump. You understand? So if you wait for Trump, you have to defend yourself. That's just because the way things are going right now. I just don't. I mean,